Oh, Eric. Nice to see you. Wow. So you haven't seen your daughter for several years, 7 years. You're a dad, right? A dad's job is to what?
It's just to provide for your daughter and to be there for her, to love her, to influence her when she's doing wrong, things of that nature.
So really, to guide, nurture, let them run,
Right?
let them fall, and
Exactly.
pick them up when they fall.
Somewhat like that, but maybe not. Yes, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know? So what is the biggest source of conflict between you and Erica?
Well, the biggest conflict that we have is, okay, I raised her by myself, right? And I wasn't the best dad. I was on crack cocaine for 17 years. I'm clean now. I got like
That's awesome.
10 years clean now.
How many? Hang
I got about like 10 years clean.
10 years clean.
But
10 years clean.
But during that time, I traveled her across the country. Like I said, I wasn't the perfect dad. We had lived up under bridges. We lived in shelters. But I was there for her. You understand what I'm saying? I was there.
I just want to, there for her. She's living under bridges, doing crack cocaine, playing with people. You were there.
I was there.
You were there, but you weren't there for her.
Right. I
Right?
guess you
So
could
I'm
say
trying to break this down into simplicity.
that. Okay, with my drug addiction.
Right.
I was
So
there.
she was there with you, maybe
Right.
beside you, but you weren't there because you're doing crack cocaine.
I agree with that.
Okay. So you travel her around, and I just want to make it real. I want to be real because I want to really help you,
Yeah,
and I
I
want to
believe it.
understand the issues in its totality.
Yes.
Right? So you travel her across. She lived on the bridge. She's lived in homeless places. You were doing your thing. What happened then?
Well, what happened then? After going from city to city, eventually I did get off of drugs.
Right, which is great.
And,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So the biggest conflict between you and Erica for this many years is what?
It's her boyfriend right now.
Okay, so why your boyfriend? Her boyfriend's name is...
It's Alton. Her
Alton.
boyfriend's name is Alton. So when she got with Alton, it just, when I first met him, okay,
So how old was she when she went with Alton?
she was like 16 years old.
Okay.
Right.
So were you still living under bridges? And all
No, I
that?
wasn't living up under the bridges. Actually, during my whole addiction of crack cocaine, I never got her taken away from me, right? When I got clean, that's when she got taken away from me. Me and her had a little altercation.
Okay.
And she let somebody take her down to the police station and fabricate.
So what was the altercation?
Well, actually, I was staying with a woman at the time, and this is something that Alton doesn't know, and I want him to know this.
Okay.
Actually, she was rolling around on the floor, and they were rolling around on the floor, kissing and stuff like that, and I kind of like just went off, you know, and we got into it, and then that was
That's your
it.
daughter rolling around on the floor kissing with a guy?
Yeah.
Okay, you got into
But
it.
that was right before, excuse me, that she had broke my marriage up. So I'm like saying to myself, like, you want to be happy in a relationship, but you don't want.
So how
me
did
to.
she break up your marriage? Because I want to
Okay, I
follow
was
this.
married. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna backtrack that. I was married, and by me raising her by myself, she didn't want any female around me whatsoever. So she would sit on the couch like this,
Okay.
and just stare at me and my wife.
After you done coke and all that
Yes,
stuff?
after I'd done
you
that.
got
I was-
remarried?
No, I got married.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you
and,
got married?
If you're gonna make me choose between you and my wife, then I'm gonna choose my wife because I can love you and I can love both. No, wait. No, wait.
Okay.
Wait. Before you all go and say no.
That's okay.
Because listen, I can love my wife and I can love my child. That's a total different type of love. Now, if you put me in a situation that I gotta make a choice, the choice is not going to you.
Okay, so I'm going to hit that later. I'm going to hit that a bit later. So she met him. What don't you like about him?
Okay.
Well, let's start with
okay. When I
something.
first met them, they were supposed to come over and I was supposed to meet. It's supposed to be my son-in-law, right? So they drive up and I can hear the car shut. So I'm like 2 doors down from where I was supposed to be at. And so as soon as Alton gets out the car, he's like, "Where's this at? If I'm here, he's supposed to be right here." I said, so I come from out of the side of the house, so I'm just standing there, I'm listening. "Oh, I'm here now." So I said, look, buddy, I really don't like you. So I don't know, I can like you for her, but buddy, this is not working already.
Because of that initial.
Because of that, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because it'll be before I even saw her.
Does he disrespect your daughter? Does he beat her? Does he?
Well, I don't know if he beats her, but she calls me constantly.
I'm going to ask you this question, but before you answer it, I want to make a statement. All right.
Okay.
And I'm not any other show. I'm not any other. I'm Robert Irvine. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, are you willing to listen and be open-minded for this?
Yes.
Because I've got some things I'm going to say to you when she's here.
Okay.
That I think may make you think differently. Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to bear with me, and I really want you to listen carefully because they're words that may change your opinion of certain things.
All right.
What is it going to take for you in your mind to save this relationship with Erica?
It's number one, is I feel that she's in an abusive relationship.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Stop calling me saying that that you're in an abusive relationship, but then 3 days later I'm seeing on Facebook that, oh, this guy's just the wonderfulest guy thing that ever happened to me. That's all I'm asking for.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's fair. That's fair.
But
Because listen, my high blood pressure is going up every time she calls. When I get a call from her, she's like, Dad, you were right. So I got to sit up in here and I got to listen to her. And mine, during that time, I only had minutes on my phone because I don't talk to people on the phone that much. So my blood pressure's going up, my minutes are going down, and I'm saying like, hey, look, we have to come to some type of conclusion.
So here, you just said to me you're going to be open-minded, right?
I will.
Good. I know it's been many years since you've seen her. Are you ready to see her now?
Yes, I am. I haven't seen her in a long time. I love her.
Please welcome Eric's daughter, Erica, to the show. Erica, come on out.
Hi, Erica. I love you.
No, you don't, because you're saying some stuff that's not
Like
all the
what?
way true.
What?
No, we've been through a whole bunch of stuff, and
Okay.
that's not true about, you saying that I was rolling
Can we
around
sit down, guys?
with-
Can we sit down?
I'm sorry.
Erica, welcome.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. You're
Thanks for
beautiful.
coming. Thank you.
Why don't you? And I'm going to say, I'm going to start this. I'm going to say, were you willing to be open-minded enough to listen to what I'm going to say to both of you?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
So why don't you have a good relationship with your dad? Look at your eyes right now. You, Eric, look at your eyes. Why are you all misty? Why are you?
Why, am I misty? I know I've been up all day trying to be excited about coming to meet my daughter. And,
I know. So why don't you have a relationship?
okay, the
No,
reason...
I'm asking Erica.
Yeah, I want to have a relationship.
Why don't you?
Because he wants to blame a guy. What type of father does not want to be in a daughter's life, regardless if it's a daughter, a child's life, due to the fact of a boy? You know what I mean?
I'm glad you titled him that.
We have a relationship regardless of a guy or a wife, like you said earlier. Regardless of any situation, a parent and a child should always have a tight relationship. I'm not going to say that the father of my child is better than my dad, and I'm not going to say that my dad is better than my the father of my child. But he still needs to be there regardless of any situation. He's all I had. You should still be there.
Okay, but I understand that. I should still be there. But my only problem is, why do you keep calling me, telling me all these abusive things that he does, and then 3 days later on Facebook you tell, hold on, let me tell you what she does.
I didn't say anything.
3 days later, she'll have on Facebook, this is the most wonderfulest guy in the whole world.
So you're asking her a question.
I'm asking you a question. Why do you, I asked you this. I said, look, well, why don't you leave? Okay, so when you were with him 5 years, you said, well, I can't leave because I've been with him 5 years. So then on the 6th year, she said, I can't be with him because I got 6 years invested. And on and on and on. So I said, well, what's going to happen when you get 12 and 13 years invested into this relationship? So you're just caught up in a catch-22 situation. And so, like, again, here's my blood pressure going up and my minutes going down all the time.
I really don't care about your blood pressure in minutes right now. When you were doing drugs and dragging this little girl around under bridges, and you think she has to suddenly, like, you know, here is sudden. She has to embrace what you think. Right. So you're the parent.
Right.
The first person anybody in danger or has an issue with, they do is call the parent.
And I
You
agree
beat
with that.
right?
Yeah.
open-minded, right?
Right.
That's what we said.
Right.
You had a little girl traveling in apartments doing those things.
Right, and I was wrong
you've
for
lost that little girl.
And I did.
And I think
that does
Alton's
hurt.
taken your place, and I think that's what upsets you the most.
That's not what upsets me the most. That's not what upsets me the most.
I want to meet this one guy. We're talking a lot about him. Let's get him out here. Let's talk. Alton, come on out, please. How are you? On the show. Thank you. Take a seat. So my first question is, do you beat her? Do you abuse her? Do you scream at her? Do you call her names?
Man, listen, everybody go through arguments. Who don't go through arguments? I ain't never put my hands on her, first and foremost. And second and foremost, every time we get in an argument, she does run to her daddy. And I've been telling her she needed to stop doing that because every time you run to him, it's looking bad on me.
But I'm going to put the shoe on the other foot. What have you done to talk to him?
What have I done to talk to him? Man, listen, when I first meet this guy...
I heard how you first met him.
The same way he so-called say I meet him, nah, I can reenact it to you like it was yesterday. I pull up to his house. I pull up. When I pulled up, she got out the car. When I got out the car, I ain't saying no where this at. First thing I said was, yo, where this at? I ain't even curse. I said that. You feel me?
Coming.
He gonna judge me off of that if I was so-called rude. 20 minutes later, he let his daughter come stay with me for Christmas. 20 minutes, because when he walked up to me, my whole initial thing was to go ask him, can I let his daughter come stay with me and my family for the holidays? And he did that.
Okay,
I looked at him,
why?
he shake my hand, and I said, yo, because she was scared to ask him. And I said, yo, I'll go ask him, I'm a man. I want you to come stay with me.
His grandmother, and all three of them gave me like a million reasons why.
He didn't even meet my grandma yet.
Okay, look.
No, this is separate.
Well,
This is separate.
When?
This is when the first day I met you was around Christmas. It was around Christmas. You let her come stay at my house for Christmas, because that's the during time the lady put you out.
Okay, she was in foster home.
No, at that time, she was already out of foster home. She was living with me. I didn't want to help her get out of foster home.
Okay, so then what do you mean I let her go with you?
You let her come stay the night with me for Christmas. If I
After I got out of foster care, I came to you after foster care.
She was staying with you
I
in
came to
King Street.
you, and you had your girlfriend, the one you always say, I be jealous about. He said I always be jealous about girls, but the girls is never good. They never be good. But I'm sitting up here.
So none of the girls I had was good.
I'm being a daughter,
stop.
and I'm telling my father, hey, this girl ain't good for you. This girl gonna do this. This girl gonna do that. But yeah, you think I'm being jealous? No, I'm telling you what's real. And all them girls that I told you about, they not here today. They not here.
Right.
They not here today.
So
I want to go.
Listen, hold on.
I want to go back to this.
Yeah,
yes.
that's why I want.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here because I wanted to see you for the longest because, man, half of the text messages you used to send to this girl, half of the text messages you used to send to me, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm a man, you feel me? And when you used to send that to her, and I used to watch that, this girl used to cry. Yeah. Man, listen, if you was there at that moment, man, it would have been me and you. That's just how and that's your daughter, though. But at the end of the day, she mine, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you
here.
this. And you I've been here for 13 years. I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight with that. Well, look, let me tell you this. What really made me mad about you is when she told...
Calm down. He's there.
When she was telling me all the B's and stuff you was calling her, she called me. If you're gonna control her, control this right here.
Listen, and hold on.
Look,
that's the point. That's the point.
Look, hold on. Wait. Let me get my... I listen to you.
I listen to you real quick.
I listen to you.
No, I'm about to agree with you.
But I listen.
Go ahead.
I listen. But you know what? And I said, you know what? If she stays with you and she letting you call her B's and all that, that's fine because you have invested 13 years and she feel like that should be that. But when she told me... But listen, well, that's cool. But when she told me your was in there calling her bitches and hoes, that's why
you should never let your
if I would have been there, me and you wouldn't be sitting up here on this stage.
No, cut it right there.
She called me crying.
Hang on. I don't believe, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, and I don't believe you're a bad guy or a bad dad at all.
He ain't at all.
I don't. What I believe is...
He's not.
I don't. I believe you went through a rough patch and you're a great dad and you took care of your daughter. And my concern is not your past, because you're 10 years clean and you did an awesome job of that. So I'm very proud of you for that. I really am. Because that's a lot of hard work. What I want to make sure is, and this beautiful daughter that you have, and you've not even seen this daughter, right? You've not even...
And I want him to see... I want him to see her more than you want to see her.
Listen, all that's past, I care about this guy here, this guy here, and this girl here, and
In the middle.
and right, because I want them to lead a good life, and I want her to be able to call you, and I want you to be able to mend this fence, whatever the fence is broken. Because you know what, when you two came out together, and you hugged, and I listened to the both of you, and the audience can't hear you, I can. It was the most amazing moment. Mm-hmm. It really was. It really was. And I want you two. And you shook hands when you walked out. And yes, there's anger. Of course there is. You know what?
I don't got no problem with Eric. Eric got a problem with
I know, but
me.
I want to fix that. I really do. It's not about. I don't care about TV camera. I don't care about people. I really don't. That's irrelevant to me. Because we can shut these off right now and we can go out of here. Because I want it to be real.
Right.
And I want you to be open-minded. And I said that minutes ago. You put her through hell.
Yes.
You made up for it.
But
Now you've got to make up for it again. Because she's in love with this guy for 13 years. 13 years?
Yeah.
And I have
right? Right?
I want to be happy.
She wants you in part of that life too.
Okay, so this is what I want to say to him. If I call her, I don't want to hear who is that on the back on the line, because that's all I hear. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
Okay.
And then I'll take the phone. And because when you get mad at her, all you'd be is, oh, that's your damn daddy, your damn daddy, your damn daddy.
Okay.
And so this is what I say.
Okay.
So when you take the phone and you say, who is this?
Can you do that?
And
I'ma let him talk, and then I'll say once I
I said, all I'm asking you to do is under that bridge thing, because look, yeah, I used to be a crackhead, live up under the bridge, but how you like me now, baby? I ain't up under no bridge. Your thing is, all the time when you get mad at her, go live up under the bridge with your damn daddy.
That what she tell you, right?
No, I heard you say it.
You have said
I've
that.
heard
That
you
what
say
she
it.
tell you, right?
I heard you say
said
it.
that. That's why
I
he
heard you
like
say
you
it.
for
I
that.
don't live up under
Pause.
the bridge no more.
Pause.
I don't smoke
Pause.
crack cocaine
Pause.
no more. Thank you.
Pause.
When we come back, before I go to break, I want to bring out your granddaughter
Please.
that you haven't seen.
Saying daddy, dad,
She tall.
So
now.
can we bring out
She tall, baby.
Kamaya, come on out, sweetheart.
She tall now.
She's coming out this way.
She tall, baby.
Kamaya, coming out, sweetheart. Hi. Queen. Oh, look. So, look, she's wearing a British shirt.
I got that for her birthday.
I'm British. That's really cool. You can sit down if you want. So, how old are you?
8.
Hey, you're really cute. So, how's mom? She cool?
Yeah.
What about that fella at the end there? What about Alton? Is he cool too?
Yeah.
So, what about that guy next to you?
I don't really know about him because I see him from a long time.
Do you want to know him though?
Yeah.
So, you know who that is, right? That's your mum's dad. Your grandpa. I don't know if you call him grandpa, but what would you call him?
Papa.
Sorry,
Papa.
It's all right,
Papa.
baby.
So, if Papa was to roll around on the floor and have fun with you, would you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to play.
So look at this guy here, right? And your mum. What are they doing? They're crying. Why do you think that is?
It's okay.
Because they love you like crazy. All right? I wish you could see each other, look at each other. Dad's crying, mum's crying, granddad's crying. And you got nothing to cry for.
Right.
I just
It's okay.
I just want you to understand. I want you to know something. This is more important than all the garbage.
Yes, it is.
I agree. And each one of you has proven that right now. Because you are. Can I hang with you? But I don't want you to fight me. Because you might beat me. Do me a favor. All this is not worth losing this. Because you want this in your life, right?
Yes, most
All
definitely.
that hard work that you've done in the past, all the grief, all the arguments. I know, and I just heard what you said. To me, family is the most important thing on this planet. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Awesome job.